Hi everyone, welcome back to the Lingo Listen. I'm Emma and I'm really happy you're here with us today.
Hey everyone, I'm Sam. And I'm actually really hungry today, Emma.
Oh no, Sam, did you eat breakfast?
No, I was busy. And now my stomach is making noises.
That is perfect timing actually.
Why? Is there a sandwich in your pocket?
No, but today we are talking about restaurants.
Oh man, that makes me even hungrier.
I know. But Sam, do you remember your first time ordering food in English?
Don't remind me. I was so nervous.
What happened?
I walked into the cafe. The waiter looked at me. He said, "How can I help you?"
And?
I just pointed at a picture of a muffin.
You didn't say anything?
I couldn't. My throat was dry. I just said, "This."
This? Just one word?
Just this. I felt so silly.
Sam, that is totally normal. Many of our listeners feel exactly like that.
Really?
Yes, the restaurant panic is real.
It feels like a test, doesn't it?
It does. You worry about the words, you worry about the menu, you worry about the tip.
Exactly. Everything feels heavy.
Well, today, we want to help you feel light.
I like that.
We want you to go from pointing at pictures to talking to people.
That sounds great. Hey, before we start the food talk, if you're listening and you felt that restaurant panic before,
Please hit the subscribe button.
and like this video, it helps us reach more people who are hungry for English.
Good one, Sam. Hungry for English.
Thanks, I try.
Okay, let's start at the very beginning. You walk into a restaurant. What is the first thing you see?
Usually a sign that says, "Please wait to be seated."
Right, or a person at the front.
The host or hostess.
Exactly. Now, Sam, imagine I am the hostess.
Okay, I'm walking in now.
Hello, welcome to the Lingo Bistro. How many people?
2 people.
That was good.
Was it? I felt a bit stiff.
It's okay to be stiff. You can also say, a table for 2, please.
A table for 2, please.
Perfect. Now, what if you have a reservation?
Oh, that's a big word, reservation.
It just means you called before and saved a spot.
Right. So I would say, I have a reservation for Sam.
Yes, simple and clear.
But what if they can't find my name?
Then you might have to spell it.
S-A-M. That's easy.
Luckily for you. But let's say the restaurant is very busy. The hostess says, it will be a 20-minute wait.
20 minutes? I'm starving.
See? Real emotion.
What should I say if I don't want to wait?
You can say, oh, that's okay. We will try somewhere else.
We will try somewhere else.
Or you can say, can we wait at the bar?
Oh, I like the bar. They have snacks.
They do. So let's imagine we are sitting down now. The waiter comes over. He says, can I start you off with something to drink?
This is where I get confused. There are so many choices.
Just keep it simple. I'll have a water, please.
I'll have a water. Wait, do I say a water or just water?
Both are fine. In a restaurant, a water usually means a glass or a bottle.
Okay, I'll have a water, please.
And what if you want bubbles?
Bubbles, like a bath?
No, sparkling water.
Oh, right, sparkling water.
Or you can just say soda.
I like soda.
Now, here is a secret phrase. Just tap water is fine.
Tap water. That's the free water, right?
Yes, from the sink.
I like free.
Me too. So the waiter leaves to get the drinks. Now you are looking at the menu.
This is the scary part. There are so many words I don't know.
Like what?
Like garnished with caramelized onions.
That just means onions on top.
Why do they make it sound so difficult?
To make it sound expensive, Sam.
Ah, I see.
If you see a word you don't know, just ask.
Is that okay? Won't I look,
No, even native speakers ask. You can say, what is this?
What is this?
Or, what is in the salad?
What is in the salad?
That's a very important question.
Especially if you hate tomatoes.
Do you hate tomatoes?
No, I love them, but I hate, olives.
Okay, so how would you ask for no olives?
Please, no olives?
Perfect. Can I have the salad with no olives, please?
With no olives. Or without olives.
Both work. Without olives is very clear.
Okay, I'm feeling a bit better.
Good. Now the waiter comes back with your water. He asks, "Are you ready to order?"
Wait, I'm not ready.
It's okay. Don't panic. What do you say?
I need more time?
Perfect. We need a few more minutes, please.
A few more minutes.
It's a very helpful phrase.
It gives me time to breathe.
Exactly. There is no rush.
But Emma, what if I want the waiter to recommend something?
Oh, that's a great question. You can ask, "What is good here?"
What is good here?
Or, "What do you recommend?"
Recommend. That's a long word.
Let's practice it. Re-ca-mend.
Recommend.
Yes.
What do you recommend?
The waiter might say, "The burger is very popular."
I love burgers.
Everyone loves burgers. So let's say you decide on the burger. How do you say it?
I want the burger.
That's okay, but "I'll have" is more natural.
I'll have the burger.
Or, "Can I get the burger?"
Can I get the burger?
Yes, it's very polite.
And what about the side, like fries?
Usually, the waiter will ask, "Would you like fries or a salad with that?"
Fries. Always fries.
Of course. Now, what if the burger is huge and you want to share?
Share a burger? No way.
Just imagine, Sam.
Okay.
You can ask, "Can we share this?"
Can we share this?
Or, "Can we have an extra plate?"
Can we have an extra plate?
That's useful.
It really is.
Okay, so we ordered. Now we are waiting for the food.
This is when we talk, right?
Yes, this is the small talk time.
But what if the food takes a long time?
Like a really long time.
Yeah, like my stomach is screaming.
You can catch the waiter's eye.
Excuse me?
Yes, excuse me, how much longer for our food?
Excuse me, how much longer?
That's a polite way to ask.
Excuse me, how much longer?
Exactly. But usually the food arrives. The waiter says, "Enjoy your meal."
And I say, you too.
Oh no!
I did it again, didn't I?
Yes, the waiter isn't eating, Sam.
I always do that. I feel so embarrassed.
Don't be. Every English learner and even native speakers does that.
Really?
Yes, it's just a habit. If you say, "You too," just laugh it off and say, "Thank you."
Just laugh it off?
Yes, it's a small mistake. It's funny.
Okay, I will try to remember. Thank you, not you too.
But if you do say it, it's okay.
So now I'm eating. The burger is great. The fries are salty. But oh no,
What's wrong?
I don't have a fork.
For a burger?
No, for the salad I ordered because I was trying to be healthy.
Ah. How do I ask for a fork? Could I get a fork, please?
Could I get a fork?
Or, "I need a napkin."
Napkin. I always need those. I'm messy.
Me too. Now, what if the food is cold?
Ooh, that's hard. I don't want to be mean.
You don't have to be mean. You can be polite but firm.
How?
Excuse me, my food is a bit cold. Could you heat it up?
Could you heat it up?
Yes. Or could I get a new one?
That feels scary.
It can be, but you are paying for it. You deserve hot food.
True. Okay, let's say the meal is finished. I'm full, I'm happy. Now the bill.
The check.
Is it bill or check?
In the US, we usually say check. In the UK, they usually say bill.
Can I have the check, please?
Perfect.
What if I want to pay with a card?
You can just hold your card out. Or ask, "Do you take card?"
Do you take card?
Most places do now.
And what about the tip?
Ah, the tip. That's a whole other story.
In some countries, you don't tip.
True, but in the US, it's usually 18 to 20%.
That's a lot of math, Emma.
It is. It is, but many receipts have the math done for you at the bottom.
Oh, thank goodness.
So you pay, you leave a tip, and you're done.
I did it. I survived the restaurant.
You did more than survive. You spoke English.
It feels good when you actually do it.
It really does. The first time is the hardest.
The second time is easier.
Much easier. Because you know what to expect.
I think I'm ready to try it for real.
I think so too. And for everyone listening, don't go away.
We have much more to talk about.
In the next part, we are going to look at some disaster situations,
Disasters? Like what?
like spilling a drink on someone,
Oh no, that's my nightmare.
or getting the wrong order.
That happens a lot.
We will help you handle all of it.
Stay with us.
We'll be right back. Okay, we are back.
And I'm still hungry, but I'm learning.
That's the spirit, Sam. So, we talked about a perfect restaurant visit.
But life isn't always perfect.
Definitely not. Let's talk about mistakes.
Like when the waiter brings you fish, but you ordered chicken?
Exactly. You're looking at the plate, you're thinking, this is not my chicken.
I would probably just eat the fish because I'm shy.
No, Sam, don't do that.
But I don't want to cause trouble.
It's not trouble, it's just a mistake. Here's what you say. Excuse me, I think there's a mistake.
Excuse me, I think there's a mistake.
I ordered the chicken, but this is fish.
I ordered the chicken, but this is fish.
See? Very polite.
And what will the waiter say?
They will say, oh, I am so sorry, I will take this back.
And then I wait again.
Yes, but usually they're very fast when they make a mistake.
Okay, I can do that.
Now, let's talk about the water disaster.
Oh boy,
You're talking with your hands and bam!
the water is everywhere.
It's on the table, it's on your pants.
It's on the waiter's shoes.
What do?
I cry.
No. You say, oh my gosh, I am so sorry.
Oh my gosh, I am so sorry.
And you ask for help. Can I get some extra napkins, please?
Can I get some extra napkins?
Most people are very nice about it.
Accidents happen.
Exactly. Now, what about the menu again? Have you ever seen a daily special?
Yeah, the waiter usually says it very fast.
Today we have a pan-seared sea bass with a lemon butter sauce.
Wait, slow down.
That is exactly what you should say.
Slow down?
Well, maybe a bit more polite. I'm sorry, could you repeat that slowly?
Could you repeat that slowly?
Yes. Never be afraid to ask someone to slow down.
I always feel like I'm bothering them.
You're not. They want you to understand. They want you to enjoy the food.
That's true. They want a good tip too.
Exactly. So let's practice a few more common phrases. What if you can't finish your food?
That never happens to me. I eat everything.
But what if the portion is huge?
Like those giant American burgers?
Yes.
I want to take it home.
How do you ask?
Can I have a box?
Yes. Or can I get this to go?
Can I get this to go?
In the US, we also call it a doggy bag.
A doggy bag. Is it for my dog?
No, it's for you. It's just a funny name.
Can I have a doggy bag, please?
Exactly. Okay, Sam, let's do a little role play.
Oh, okay. I'm ready.
I am the waiter, you are the customer, and you have a problem.
What is my problem?
You have no spoon for your soup.
Okay.
Here's your tomato soup, sir. Enjoy.
Oh, wait. Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
I don't have a spoon.
Oh, I am so sorry. I will bring one right away.
Thank you.
That was perfect, Sam.
It was?
Yes, you were polite and clear.
I didn't feel too nervous.
That's because you knew the words. Knowledge gives you confidence.
I like that. Let's do one more.
Okay, this time you want to pay, but you are in a hurry.
Okay, I have a movie to catch.
Exactly.
Excuse me, can we have the check, please?
Of course. Would you like to pay it together or separate?
Oh, that's a good question.
Together means one person pays for everything.
And separate means we each pay for our own food.
Right.
Separate, please. I'm broke.
Separate, please, is very common when eating with friends.
It makes things easier.
It really does. So, Sam, how are you feeling about restaurants now?
Honestly, I feel much better. I realize that I don't need perfect English.
No, you don't. You just need hungry English.
Exactly. I can point, I can ask questions, and I can say, I'm sorry.
And that is enough. Most people are happy to help you.
I think the most important thing is to not be afraid of making a mistake.
Yes, mistakes are how we learn. Even the you too mistake.
Especially that one.
Okay, let's summarize what we learned today.
We learned how to ask for a table.
A table for two, please.
We learned how to order drinks.
I'll have a water, please.
We learned how to ask for help with the menu.
What do you recommend?
We learned how to ask for things we need.
Could I get a napkin?
And we learned how to ask for the check.
The check, please.
That's a lot of useful stuff.
It is. And the best part? You can use these phrases in almost any restaurant in the world.
That's the power of English.
It really is. So, to our listeners, what is your favorite food to order?
Tell us in the comments.
We want to hear from you.
And don't forget to practice. Maybe go to a cafe today and order in English.
Even if it's just a coffee.
1 coffee, please.
You can do it.
We believe in you.
Thanks for listening to the Lingo Listen.
Don't forget to subscribe and share this with your friends.
We will see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.